He started a company called Total for You. Total for You. Total Fraud would have been a more appropriate name. And thousands of people, tens of thousands of them lost a huge amount of money in that, crores of money. I was particularly attracted by the loss of one particular lady who lost 25 lakhs of rupees. There was an interview with her in Asia, the TV channel. She came on the channel and said she lost 25 lakhs of rupees. Her own hard-earned savings plus the money which she borrowed and invested in Total Fund. And I was particularly interested in her qualification. Her name is Dr. Remini. She belongs to London. Dr. Remini lost 25 lakhs of rupees in this Ponzi scheme promoted by this plus 2 dropout. And Dr. Remini's qualification, she was MBBS MD gold medalist. An MBBS MD gold medalist lost 25 lakhs of rupees investing in the Ponzi scheme of a plus 2 dropout. A 5th standard dropout Marwari will never commit the mistake which Dr. Remini committed, because a Marwari has business in his life. This is what I call the problem of the paradox of careless spending and total carelessness in investment. This is a major paradox. And it is very important for you to remember in that last sentence that I have written there. There is sublime wisdom. What does it say? Wealth is not earned, it is created. It is very important for you to know the distinction between income and wealth. Income is earned, wealth is not. Wealth is created. You earn your income by working. Whoever you are, you may be an agricultural laborer working in the paddy field of Karamashiri, or you may be a school teacher, a college professor, or a lawyer, or an accountant, or a cardiac thoracic surgeon, whatever you are. You work and earn your income. Income is earned. But wealth is not earned, wealth is created. Wealth is created not by working for money, but by making money work for you. Good investment is making money work for you. As students of finance, I am sure all of you are familiar with the Infosys story. Right? Infosys came out with their IPO in which year? 1994. Share was offered at 95 rupees, 85 rupee premium. Everyone who applied for the share got allotment because the issue was not fully subscribed. Because nobody had an idea that this fresh graduates from college, Narayana Murthy, Nandan Nilekhi, Chris Gopalakrishnan, Shibulal, are going to be most successful entrepreneurs. Even they did not have an idea that they will be so successful. So imagine a person who applied for 100 shares of Infosys in 1994 and got allotted. Imagine two persons from Kochi. A applied for 100 shares of Infosys. Investment is 9,500 rupees. B deposited that 95,000 rupees, 9,500 rupees in a bank. This morning, A instructed his stockbroker to sell all his shares of Infosys. And B, who had deposited 9,500 rupees in the bank, went to the bank and asked for the money back. The bank manager did some very fast calculation and told him, your 9,500 rupees deposited in this bank in 1991 and 94 has now grown to 71,000 rupees. You can withdraw that amount. He wrote, writes a check and withdraw the amount. A tells his broker, you sell all the shares of Infosys, and he sells. How much he would have got?
45.
Some of you know, yes.
4 crores.
How much?
4 crores.
It is 5.2 crores actually. The original 100 shares are now 52,000 shares through bonus issue of shares. Truth is stranger than fiction. It's very difficult for people to believe this. Original 100 is now 52,000 shares, and one share is quoting around 980 rupees this morning. I don't know the current rate. And I did not include the millions that the investor would have got as dividend in all these years. including 3 dividends last year. This is wealth creation. That's why I repeat this point. Income is earned, wealth is not earned, wealth is created through investment. When you make good investment, you are not working for money, you are making money work for you. When an investor invests money, whatever might be the asset class in which you invest money, you expect 5 things. One, you expect regular returns from your investment. Second, you expect your investment to appreciate in value in the long run, capital appreciation. Thirdly, a good investment should be liquid, it should be capable of being converted into cash. Fourth, it should be safe, unlike Dr. Remedi's money which evaporated. And finally, if it can give tax breaks, tax benefits, it can be regarded as a very good asset class. There is no asset class which can give you all the 5. Bank deposit will give you regular return, but there is no capital appreciation. Gold will give you capital appreciation, but there is no regular return unless you have invested the money in sovereign gold bonds. Gold is very liquid, but there are no tax breaks on that. Real estate can give you substantial capital appreciation in the long run, but it is a very illiquid asset. Right now, real estate is in doldrums and it is very difficult to sell. It is a very illiquid asset class. So rarely you have an asset class which will give you all the 5. I am not saying that stocks will give you all the 5, but yes, blue chip stocks will give you all the 5. Plus, good mutual funds can give you all the 5. Regular returns, incredible capital appreciation, liquidity, safety, and tax benefits. Not all stocks. In India, you have 6,000 stocks listed in the Bombay Stock Exchange and the National Stock Exchange. But out of the 6,000, some 2,000 stocks don't have liquidity at all. You can't sell it if you want to, when you want to. But there are some 1,200 stocks, 20% of the total companies listed, which are very liquid. You can sell it any second. Any second. The kind of liquidity that we have, the volume is very high. Let me introduce, all of you are very young, the students here. So let me introduce to you a principle which I am sure you would not have come across. Early principle. Anyone of you have come across that principle before? You might be wondering why is this guy so arrogantly saying that you would not have come across this principle. The reason is very simple. I myself made this principle. I formulated this principle and then later I wrote to the Hindu published that. So I call this early principle. What is this early principle? Early, as you can see, is an acronym taken from these 4 words. E stands for early, R stands for regularly, L long term, I intelligent. So the essence of the early principle is you should start investing early in life, not when you are 65. You should invest regularly through the ups and downs of the market. You should invest with a long-term horizon. There is no way you can multiply your money in 6 months, impossible. And you should invest intelligently. If you follow this early principle, I am sure all of you can be incredibly rich. I am addressing the students here. By the time you are 40 years of age, I will explain why. Look at I am just explaining this early principle with the help of a very simple chart. This chart tells you the significance of the power of compounding. Here you have 4 individuals, A, B, C, and D.